Welcome in, everybody. TB Sports 27 on the air with you. Little late night stream on this Saturday. And we should have a good one in store. It's Thursday night football on the RXFL card here. And we got the LA Kiss and the New England Nightmare coming your way. Of course, you know, LA Kiss led by the great Terry Bradshaw, and he's got this team off to a dominant start. They're coming into this one with a 5-2 record. You'll see it on the thumbnail. We don't have the thumbnail yet because we take the picture from the end of the game and put it up here. But the New England Nightmare, they're coming in at 2-4. They've started to pick up the wins. Remember, they were 0-4 a number of weeks ago when we saw them pick up their first win here. They were 0-4. They've now won 2 in a row, trying to climb back into things. But the LA Kiss coming into this one at 5-2. So you got a 2-loss team going against a 2-win team here on Thursday Night Football. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump into it. Actually, let's jump into the scouts real quick because we played around on the last stream. We threw in some WWE players. I had another idea, and we'll see if there's even this list anywhere out there. I had an idea to throw in some arena football legends to the outdoor game for next season, but I don't even know if that's a thing. So let's search here by keyword. Just type in arena, right? See if it comes up. I had that idea. Wouldn't it be fun? Oh, there's nothing for arena football. My goodness. So, oh, because I misspelled arena. That probably would do it. Let's see. Oh, nothing. Even with spelling arena correctly. So hit me up again if you guys have any ideas for different draft classes. I thought that would have been cool to have like an arena football, but maybe there's an XFL one out there. There you go. XFL, not a lot of descriptions, just XFL roster. Full update. Missing XFL undrafted players. Interesting. Best roster ever, I swear. Oh, it's got a bunch of downloads, so best XFL roster out there. 2001 NFL roster, all teams complete. Texans are edited as 2001 XFL Demons. That's interesting. Should we just download and just see? This is from 2020. It'd be cool if there's like an all-time XFL players. I mean, Jordan Tiamu. PJ Walker ad for the Panthers. But these are not draft classes, right? That's what I'm looking for, is draft classes. I mean, it's got that Nunya's got the most downloads there. So I think those other ones were rosters. But why would they allow us to download rosters in the middle of season mode? I don't know. This has the most downloads, so let's just see. And if we don't like it, we can go back to the WWE rosters or whatever. I can't believe there's not one for arena football. You would think there would be. There's got to be some kind of arena football fan out there, right? We can look and see. Well, we already searched arena and nothing came up. Oh, see, this is an XFL roster. How'd that have the most downloads? Pat, no, this is stupid. Yeah, what a liar that guy was. Don't download from that. That's a joke. That. All right, we gotta re-download here. I mean, AFL was what arena football was called, but I feel like it might bring up the actual, like, American Football League. Not what we want. How'd that guy have the most downloads? He's going to say XFL roster. It wasn't even closed. Yeah, there ain't nothing. That's too bad. Alright, we'll just go back to... I know there was a really cool Blitz the League one that was out there. I don't even remember what the WWE one was that we downloaded now. Let's have to search again for it here. Was it that? Was it WWE? It might have been this one. Legends and Current, maybe? We'll find out if that was the one. Well, while we're doing this downloading, hit those plugs with you right off the top. TB Sports 27. Hit that subscribe button while you're joining in with us here on YouTube. Follow along with us on Twitter as well. Yes, I believe this was the one that we had downloaded before. Or maybe not. It looks slightly different. No, Sheamus, that was in there. I don't remember seeing Hunter Hearst Helmsley, or did we see that before? Quarterback Dolph Ziggler. Can you imagine? Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Okay, we'll just go with that. Some WWE. We don't even know. I mean, this is a Legends League, so we'll see if any of these guys ends up playing at all. But let's jump into it. You see it 5-2. LA Kiss ranked number 8 in the league here. The New England Nightmare coming in ranked 25th. So it's an easy one for the Kiss. We know they wear the classic silver and black. But for the Nightmare, we put them in the, not the AFL, the 90s helmet there. There it was. And then we throw them in the AFL Reds. But the Road Reds. Or we can put them, we haven't seen them. I mean, it's going to be a good contrast. We can do red and silver because that's going to stand out, right? Because they're going to wear... Or we can, that's always an alternate idea, putting them in the blue. Even though that's not like the standard. The standard is that. I know they have a couple different versions of the red. Or maybe not, I thought they did. They have Nike Classic. Ooh, I don't like how short those shoulders are. What do you guys think? I don't like the unis these days. The pads and stuff are it messes with the shoulder stripes there. Well, I guess that one's pretty short too. So that kind of ruins the authenticity of it. You know what? Let's just go with a good old color versus color matchup here. We've done some of those before, but we'll have a good contrast. We can put them in white if we want to switch it up a little bit. I know traditionally we put them in the silver. But we've seen a couple of games with them wearing the white unis. Shuffle through these options as we always do. 1990. I'll just go with the classic 90s. There we go. I like it. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do a color matchup here. Be enough of a contrast, the black and the red. So let's jump into it, guys. Here we go. As I said, TB Sports 27, you can follow along with us here on YouTube. You can follow along with us on Twitter at TB Sports 27. So you know when we're going live for stuff, we usually tweet it out. And on Patreon, that's you can really show us some love. No ads over there on Patreon. You can help support the channel. You can become a stream requester. You can check out classic footage. And you can check out old stat books, storylines from WWE, from WCW, ECW, The Alliance. That is all up at patreon.com/TBSports27. Or check out the link in the description down below. That's where you can be a part of the action on Patreon. Be one of our big supporters. Get a stream with your name on it. You can request a stream. Oh, they put the Kiss in white. Okay, well, who cares? They did, that happens in the NFL all the time, right? The team at home will wear white. Maybe it's a primetime game. The LA Kiss wanted to wear white. Maybe Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley are here, and they got the white face paint on there. Said, you know what? Go out there and wear the white. So that's all right. We'll switch it up. Thursday night here, LA Kiss, as we said, led by Terry Bradshaw. On the New England Nightmare side of things is Bobby Lane and Jim Brown, 143 on the ground. Last time out, 2 touchdowns, including a big 75-yarder. And now we're starting to get into the thick of the season here, Week 8. So we're starting to separate, and you'll see at the bottom of your screen as we go on the records. And you'll see some of the teams that are kind of starting to separate themselves from the other squads here in the RXFL. And we are going to bring you that game. 0-7 against 7-0, the Chicago Wolverines against the North Florida Cheetahs. That should be an interesting one. So on the kick return for the New England Nightmares, Dante Hall. You guys used to seeing him as part of our Denver Broncos franchise. And here comes Bobby Lane onto the field. Pretty consistent QB for the New England Nightmare. 10 touchdowns, 5 INTs. Of course, the Nightmare name, the logos and everything, borrowed as part of a deal with the New England Patriots, much like the Atlanta Dirty Birds and the Tampa Bay Mutiny cut similar deals with the clubs of the cities they're residing in. But this New England Nightmare squad, and there is the handoff to Ezekiel Elliott. This New England Nightmare squad using team members formerly of the New York Nightmare of the RXFL. Obviously, some of them moved. It was a split. There was a split happening, so half of them came to New England. They brought the Nightmare name with them, obviously the red and the silver from the New York Nightmare days. And it's going to be second down, and Bobby Lane's going to throw it, and it is caught. How about it? Troy Brown for 23 yards, and the Nightmare pick up a first down. The other half of the team stayed in New York to help form the New York Shamrocks. So a bit of a split here is the Nightmare and the Shamrocks. And of course for the LA Kiss, they were formerly of the Huntington Beach Killer Whales, very successful team. A lot of fan attendance to Killer Whales, but the team owners of the Killer Whales wanted to focus on the tourism in the Huntington Beach area. And they took in an offer they couldn't refuse from Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, who had previously owned the LA Kiss of the Arena League. And here they took this team, the silver and black, obviously modeled it after the Raiders, and put them in LA for the LA Raiders. But the LA Kiss, and with a commitment to play a handful of games in Huntington Beach each year. Huntington Beach, LA, pretty close to each other. Bobby Lane, quick pass, and he completes that one to James Lofton. First down, Nightmare. Lofton with 118 last week. They look sharp with the red and silver here. As I said, we're kind of doing a mix of the old school. Bobby Lane could not get rid of it. And he's going to get sacked by Mike Haynes. Haynes on Lane. But yeah, we're using obviously the jerseys. We've been using the 90s look for the New England Patriots, the Drew Bledsoe era unis, but we're using the jerseys from what era would it? I guess the Super Bowl 20 era. The Patriot Pat jerseys, but with the helmet and pants coming from the 90s uniforms. That was a really big delayed handoff, and Zeke Elliott went down. William Fuller, giant tackle for a loss. And you'd have to imagine, too, you got to use your imagination a little bit. So obviously we said they modeled the uniforms after the LA Raiders here, the silver and black, the colors of KISS, silver and black as well. But in my mind, the actual logo would have like KISS face paint on it. No logo would be the same, but instead of an eye patch, you would see the demon face paint, or you'd see the space ace, or the Catman. You'd see that. So you got to kind of use your imagination. Obviously, KISS face paint not there. Oh my goodness, incomplete. Just trying to sneak that one in. So what was a promising opening drive for the New England Nightmare? A couple of rough plays, a quarterback sack, a tackle for a loss of yards. And the Nightmare going to have to punt this one away. Scott Player, longtime Arizona Cardinal, coming in, and he's going to boot this one. It's going to go into the back of the end zone. And that's where the LA Kiss will take over. And here comes Terry Bradshaw. 4 Super Bowls to his name, looking for a 5th Pro Football Championship. 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the year. Of course, Terry Bradshaw playing about as good as he could be, per usual. Terry Bradshaw, though, it feels weird. All those years, those infamous AFC championships of the 70s, the Immaculate Reception game, when it was the Steelers and the Raiders, it seems it doesn't feel right to see Terry Bradshaw in the silver and black, does it? You know, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley are here, as they always are, at every LA Kiss game. Oh my goodness, Jim Brown. He got stuffed at the line by Tony Brackens. And here's a look at your LA Kiss. Third time we've seen LA Kiss come across the RXFL family of networks. So 3rd and 1. I formation, looking like they may be just trying to drive this one right up the middle, and they will do just that. And Jim Brown has plenty of real estate. First down for the Kiss. Opening quarter, Thursday night football here. Bradshaw getting rid of that one, and it's caught by Devontae Adams. And it's a first down for the LA Kiss. We've been seeing some big games later on this week. Of course, we got the potential big blowout game that you could be seeing, the Chicago Wolverines, the #1 team, against the 0-7 North Florida Cheetahs. Number 32 versus number 1. And Bradshaw wide open to Hines Ward. Speaking of former Pittsburgh Steelers, got a couple of Steelers on this LA Kiss squad. You're also going to be seeing the Battle of London. The London Bulldogs, the London Monarchs, the first time they met. And if you guys didn't see what happened the first time, I keep trying to do a stiff arm. Apparently L1 is to try to pitch the ball, so I'm glad he doesn't do that. I think stiff arm might be X or something, I don't know. But if you guys didn't see the first Battle of London, the London Monarchs and the London Bulldogs, you guys are going to want to check that out in the archives. Maybe after this stream. We'll be done streaming around 11. Go into the archives. It's the first week, RXFL. Check out that game between the Bulldogs and the Monarchs. We're going to get the rematch coming up here on the RXFL. Wide open is Allworth. Lance Allworth. Knocked out of bounds. Touchdown saving tackle. But the LA Kiss on the opening drive from Terry Bradshaw and Jim Brown. No problems right now with the New England Nightmare. There's their beautiful block. Tim Brown's going to walk it in. And the LA Kiss wearing white at home. They're on the scoreboard first. There you go. We got some folks joining in the chat. We got Alpha here. Welcome in, Alpha. Glad to have you aboard. Glad to have you for this battle between the Nightmare and the Kiss. Extra point is good. Gostowski. He's a New England legend playing here in LA. Long road trip for the LA Kiss on this short week here on a Thursday, coming from, or I should say for the New England Nightmare coming all the way to LA on a Thursday. Short trip to go cross country like that. That would be beautiful. That would be the dream, wouldn't it? I mean, we kind of obviously have to make up our own. We have to use our imagination to make up our custom teams, like, for example, the New England Nightmare. And we're using some of the relocation teams, of course. But, yeah, just having to use our imagination the best we can, because Madden does not give us that. Hopefully one day they will. They give to Ezekiel Elliott. Have you had a chance to play NBA Playgrounds at all, Alpha? I was looking, they have NBA Playgrounds for about $7 on the PS Store. And I wish it was a little more than just 2-on-2. I wish it was like a 3-on-3, or there's a way to have a couple more players. But I've been searching for a way to want to bring basketball on the channel. But I hate the way basketball is played these days. And I want something a little more... I don't like the constant start and stop of basketball. So something like Playgrounds. Oh my goodness, Bobby Lane. He's going to eat another sack from Fuller. That's his first sack, but Fuller had the big tackle for a loss earlier. And it's getting into a rough way right now for the New England Nightmare. But anyway, I kind of like the idea of NBA playgrounds. I don't know how, like, the season mode, if I did it, I would like to do kind of like what I'm doing here, where I control all the teams. I don't think we can do that in season mode in playgrounds. You can only do one team at a time. So I'd have to, like, make up my own. I'd have to get some schedule maker and make up my own team schedules online and keep all the stats and everything. But I'm somewhat intrigued by that game, of the possibility of doing a more fun. One thing that's kind of interesting, too, is an NBA 2K. If there was a way to modify the rules, I would kind of like to do that a little bit more, but there's not really a way to do it in exhibition mode. Maybe some of the older basketball games, I'll have to look, because I have some of the 2K games on Xbox 360, but I want to do something like with no out of bounds or no free throws, something that speeds it. That's something that kills me about basketball these days. And again, maybe I was spoiled because I did grow up look at this, wide open touchdown, LA Kiss, and Bobby Lane took the hit but delivered it to James Wilder. And the New England Nightmare, they're an extra point away. The Kiss got burned on that one. Wilder left wide open. Nicely done by the New England Nightmare. But yeah, I grew up being a Phoenix Suns fan in the mid-2000s. So I was used to the Steve Nash, Rajah Bell, Boris Diaw, Stoudemire, the run and gun. And now just trying to watch basketball post that Suns era, it's just not the same. It's just too many fouls, too much start and stop, out of bounds, this, that. It's just like I want there to be a basketball where it's kind of like hockey almost. It's just always going. Very rarely does it stop. Maybe don't do foul outs, or maybe do less. Maybe the less foul outs. Maybe if you get 3 fouls, you're out of the game. And that would encourage players not to foul so much. There's too many fouls, and there's way too many timeouts. The fact they get like 6 timeouts a half is ridiculous. Free substitutions is another thing I think I would like. They do that with slam ball. They do that with hockey. Just in the middle of the play, or in the middle of whatever, substitute them out. If you don't do it at the right time, you're down a man. You know what I mean? I think free substitution would really open up basketball a little bit. Get rid of free throws altogether. That just slows down the game. And who is it on the Bucks? There's a guy on the Milwaukee Bucks that does those free throws. It'll take him like 40 seconds to shoot one free throw. Ridiculous. So with all that being said, I would like to. I'm somewhat intrigued by that NBA Playgrounds game, but let me know, guys, if you think that would be. If you guys have any experience, if you think that would be an interesting game to play on the channel, or like I said, I can just explore some of the other basketball games. I have 2K19 on the Switch. That's gonna be incomplete. I have 2K19 on the Switch, and I have a couple of other 2Ks on the. I think I have 2K6. And I have 2K11 and 12 on the Xbox 360. So if you guys want to see any of those, let me know. And maybe those have the different unique rules. I have to see. I'm not opposed to playing an old game. But I think I would want to do it where I'd make my own league rather than playing through a season mode. But we'll have to see. We'll see what all comes. But for right now, we're doing our own league here. The RXFL. So 1st and 10. New England Nightmare, Bobby Lane on the money there. Tony Gonzalez. Wouldn't this be something? The LA Kiss could bounce back, starting off 0-4. Could they win 3 in a row? Looking for some blocking for Elliott. Second quarter here, tie game. Much cleaner game the last time the Raiders in New England took each other on. The Tuck Rule game, famous game in the snow. I may or may not have watched that game today on NFL Throwback, one of my favorite YouTube channels. 3rd down and 9 here. It's going to be a play fake. Bobby Lane rolling out. And Bobby Lane gets sacked for the third time. And it's Will Fuller coming in once again. He's been a force to be reckoned with. And good coverage down the field, too, for the LA Kiss. Not really a lot for Foley to get to, but the offensive lineman not able to hold his block. And it's going to go back to LA. Under 8 to play here. Thursday Night Football in Los Angeles. Kiss Stadium, and that's going to go all the way back to the 4. What a punt by Player. So Terry Bradshaw and company, they're going to have to march the Kiss down the field here. Give it to Brown. That's been pretty successful straight up the middle. Brown's going to pick up 4 on the run. Second down and 6 for Bradshaw on the Kiss. First down, Hines Ward. How long until Gene Simmons or Paul Stanley grab the headset and start barking orders, huh? Or are they going to leave it up to Coach Gruden here? Back on the ground to Brown. Nice blocking. And Jim Brown finally going to get brought down by the great Dick Butkus. Butkus spent many a years in the Revolution League as part of the Tennessee Toxic. And now he makes the journey up here to New England. Bradshaw, that one open again to Ward. Ward's had a couple of big plays, and Terry Bradshaw's taken the LA Kiss out of the shadow of their own end zone, and he's marching down the field up at the 35-yard line now. How about it? Handoff. Oh my goodness, that wasn't good. Clay Matthews. How about Clay Matthews coming in the Legends League? Coming in and getting the stop onto Jim Brown. So 2nd and 15, that's going to push this, you would think. They're in I formation, but it's going to be an obvious passing situation here. Quick release. And it's going to be brought in by Charlie Sanders. 3rd and inches, though, they call it. So how about Terry Bradshaw making up a bunch of that in one throw? And on 3rd and inches, I would assume. Let's see. Yeah, right back to the ground game. There it is. Jim Brown, first down for the LA Kiss. 52 yards on the ground for the great Jim Brown. And the Kiss look like, if nothing else, they might be breaking this deadlock here. That's going to be a good game. Tom Brady and the Atlanta Dirty Birds against the Mexico City Golden Eagles. Bradshaw to the end zone, knocked away. Batted away by Eugene Robinson. Bradshaw I think he was looking for Charlie Sanders, but Robinson right there to swat it down. 2nd down and 10. Bradshaw, that one knocked away by Butkus. And it's going to fall incomplete. Jaden, welcome in, Jaden. Yeah, Jaden here, one of our big fans. Glad to have you aboard for this battle. This Thursday night battle between the LA Kiss and the New England Nightmare. Bradshaw wide open. Jim Brown, touchdown. Los Angeles Kiss. Play that Kiss music. LA Rock City. Maybe that'd be their new song, LA Rock City. I don't know. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And Gostowski on for the extra point, and it is good. 14-7. We got a tight one here between the Kiss and the Nightmare. Do you have a favorite team in the league, Jaden? Who's your favorite RXFL ball club? I'm interested to hear who your guys' favorite team is as we get into week number 8 here. Almost halfway through. And the story of the first half has been William Fuller just knocking Bobby Lane around, giving him quite a bit of trouble out there. Well, we don't. You must be talking about the Desperados and the Mutiny, Jaden. We don't have any Cowboys or Buccaneers in the RXFL. Maybe you're a big Desperados fan or a Tampa Bay Mutiny fan. Quick pass by Bobby Lane. Out to Zeke. 2nd down and 3 for the Nightmare. And that one complete to James Lofton. And a 1st down. Bobby Lane looking good, 7 of 8. 119 so far passing.
Got it. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Play fake, pressure coming again. And Lane could not get rid of it. Unbelievable. Dan Connors, Roseanne's husband, getting the linebacker blitz and the sack. Well, we'll have to get you another Dallas Desperados game here on the RXFL family of networks here, Jane, since you're a big Desperados fan. Brett Favre, quarterback of the Dallas Desperados.
I'm going to come back to you.
2nd and 17, and again. Oh, my God, they're setting up for a screen pass. Luke Kuechly is going to get credited with half a sack, but 5 sacks for the LA Kiss. And on 3rd down and 26, you're kind of out of it at this point. They're just going to give it to Zeke. And look at that. Elliott, boy, if Elliott could have broken that tackle, if he could have gotten past. That was a Chester McLaughlin there. That would have been a big 1st down. So 2-minute warning. And the New England Nightmare are going to try to play defense here. Let's see if they can pin him deep again. I mean, last time they did that, Terry Bradshaw led the LA Kiss 98 yards down the field. We'll see what Scott Player does on this one. And the Mutiny. Jaden's a big Tampa Bay Mutiny fan. Of course, borrowing the name from the old MLS team. But they haven't been using that name in decades, so they're going to borrow it here. The creamsicle uniform, Steve Young. Terry Bradshaw is going to elect to run this one. Boy, he kind of dove face first instead of sliding down. That was not the intended result here. So minute 30. Bradshaw is going to suffer his 1st sack. Levon Kirkland getting the sack on Bradshaw. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Tampa, the Mutiny versus the Desperados. We'll have to see if that game's coming up on the schedule. Wide open. I don't know what happened there if you're a New England Nightmare fan. But Sanders left wide open. And it's a 1st down. So they're going to hurry up to the line. Going in hurry-up mode. A minute to play. Bradshaw will get sacked again. Geno Atkins, so twice Terry Bradshaw going down. They're going to rush everybody back here. Time will tick down to under 40 coming up here. And Bradshaw is going to go deep. He's got Hines Ward, and it's picked off. He had Hines Ward. Irvin took it, and look at this return by Irvin. Leroy Irvin. Well, that's going to be Terry Bradshaw, just what, his 4th or 5th interception on the year. And he thought he had Hines Ward. Boy, he just underthrew it, too. He had Hines Ward open, but Bradshaw underthrew it severely. And now we'll see what the Nightmare try to do with it. They got all their timeouts. They got less than 30. They're gonna try to go for it. Bobby Lane. Oh my goodness, what a hit! That was, what was that? 59. That's Luke Kuechly on the LA Kiss. Jarring that ball loose. They're hitting hard out there. LA 14, Nightmare 7. There's an open receiver, Tony Gonzalez. And the New England Nightmare go ahead and take their first time out. Nightmare might try to get some points on the board here. It's going to be interesting. That went across the middle to Elliott. And the Nightmare got to take their last time out, their second time out. They got one more left for you Nightmare fans out there. Can try to go over the middle again and just play for the field goal, or try to go for a sideline pass. They're going to go right over the middle, wide open to Lofton. And they'll just elect to go ahead and take their final timeout and get the field goal on the board. So when it's all said and done, well, depending on what happens in Chip Shop, but we'll see. Field goal attempt here by Matt Bryant. That one is good to go. So we head into the half in a competitive ball game here. Number 8 versus number 25. 5-2 LA Kiss, a slight lead over the 2-4 New England Nightmare. And we're going to jump right into the second half. So Kiss get the ball first. We'll see if Terry Bradshaw can bounce back. Golden Tate on the kick return.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Get it.
Going back on the ground game to Jim Brown. Oh, man. Brown, if he could have had that cut. If he could have had that cut back inside, Brown would have been gone. They've done a pretty good job containing Jim Brown. Look at the even. 132s across the board here. Delayed handoff back to Jim Brown, and he's going to get met at the line. Brought down by big number 99, Danielle Hunter. So an injury for Dante Hall temporarily will put him out of the game for the New England Nightmare. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 7 here for the LA Kiss. Bradshaw, oh my God, I hate it in this game. As much as I want to keep all these rosters together, this crap's gonna make me not want to play Madden 20 anymore. I got rid of the ball. That right there, that should not be a sack. That ball, there's no way look at this, watch in slow motion. And I complain about this every stream. How is that a sack? The slow wind-up throwing animation sucks in this game. It sucks. They wind up, they take too long to throw. It doesn't make any sense. And plays where the ball should either be out of his hands or it should be an incomplete don't happen. It's ridiculous. But anyway, New England will take over. So here we go. Bobby Lane, who's played very well this evening. Pressure coming and dumped it off to Tony Gonzalez. I don't know what the call on that's going to be. I mean, forward progress. They're going to give him a loss of 2. Oh my goodness, they don't give Tony Gonzalez the forward progress on that. That's kind of insane, isn't it? They got pushed back. Look at the Kiss. They're lining up the box. Here they come again. Lane takes a shot, but he gets rid of it. And that's going to end up being a disaster for the LA Kiss as James Lofton goes the distance and the Nightmare are going to take the lead. The LA Kiss, who have been successful in bringing the house and laying out Bobby Lane. He saw it coming all the way, got rid of it to James Lofton, and the speed of Lofton and the New England Nightmare on the road. A bit of a shocker against number 8. They got a 3-point lead here early on in the third. Can you believe that? Anything can happen in the RXFL. And the Nightmare, again, who started off 0-4. They could be looking at a 3-game swing right here. LA Kiss have gone pretty lethargic offensively. You see Jim Brown. The last drive, no so good.
Down. 18 Gator. Let's go, D. Motion man. Watch the keep rip.
Empty set here for the Kiss. Bradshaw. And Hines Ward could not get his feet down inbounds. Incomplete.
Ready? 10 Lobo. 51.
Second down and 10.
Ready.
Incomplete. Bradshaw trying to sneak that one in. And we have an injury. Harris coming down to the New England Nightmare. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. Oh, Bradshaw, he thought about stepping up and running it. Greg Ellis is there. And it's a 3 and out. And it's a shoulder tear for Harris, so he's going to be done for the day. Probably be done for a couple of weeks, too. But, man, this New England Nightmare shut down the LA Kiss all of a sudden here. Dante Hall is indeed going to field this one. And there he goes, your human joystick, getting the ball up to the 32-yard line. So James Lofton and company back out onto the field looking to increase the lead.
Here we go. 8-3.
17-14, Thursday night. Prime time action here. Ezekiel Elliott would have liked to have gotten a few more blocks from his guys. Brought down by Dave Durson.
Ready? 15 line.
This LA Kiss team has been pretty dominant too. Of course, you guys remember the game against the Tennessee Oilers we saw a number of weeks ago where they just flat out dominated the Oilers, and then they had a tight contest against Tom Brady and the Atlanta Dirty Birds.
Ready. 60 or.
3rd and 7 for the Nightmare. Incomplete. You see Bobby Lane's feeling the pressure. He feels like he's got to get rid of that quickly, because he feels the pressure of the LA Kiss defenders coming, because they've been hitting them all day. So he feels like, 3-step drop. He's got to get rid of that one quick. Quick release. Oh, Golden Tate got brought down. So we head back to the Kiss. And Terry Bradshaw is going to line up in the gun to start this possession here. Bradshaw got hit, delivered it. Got rid of it. He's hit Charlie Sanders a number of times this evening. 2,000 yards passing for Terry Bradshaw as we hit week 8 here. Congratulations to Mr. Bradshaw. Hand off to Jim Brown, and Jim Brown, boy, he had one man to beat. Clay Matthews wrapped him up, but Jim Brown would have been gone. We'll do a, maybe at the end of week 8, we'll do a little stat recap. I know periodically we'll look at the stats, but it might be good to see what the entire league is looking like. Bradshaw, incomplete. Sanders got hit, and he let go of it. Lester Hayes bumped into Sanders, forcing the incomplete pass. Bradshaw's looked for Charlie Sanders a number of times this evening. He's going to go to Sanders again. How many catches is that for Sanders? Forget about it. Let's get some numbers. 5 catches. Seems like a lot more. Packed line here for the New England Nightmare. They give it to Jim Brown, and Jim Brown is tackled for a loss. DJ Swearinger Jr. is going to come in and get credit with the official tackle, but you saw Geno Atkins back there as well. So the Nightmare will punt this one away. Or rather, the LA Kiss, Shane Leckler. The Nightmare will take possession, and Leckler is going to put this out at the 6. So the New England Nightmare take over here. 3:28 to play in the third. And there's the give to Ezekiel Elliott. And Elliott is going to get just shy of a first down. I believe they're going to mark it 2nd in inches here. But what a run by Zeke. Yes, they are going to mark it 2nd down in inches for Elliott.
Set 50, plant. I'm trying to collect. Ready.
Back on the ground to Elliott, and Elliott has the first down for the Nightmare. 57 yards. We haven't seen too much impressive out of Zeke. The couple of New England Nightmare games that we've seen, he hadn't really been lights out, per se. That one incomplete.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 55. Switch up. 5.
That time, the screen much more successful. Remember, they tried that earlier in the game, and Bobby Lane got knocked around. So Lane's got 255 passing in this one. And it's going to be 3rd and 2. You see Leon Lett stacking the line for the LA Kiss. And Elliott not going to get the first down. Chester McLaughlin gets the stop. And we got another punt. It's been a defensive battle. Oh, we saw the big touchdown pass to begin the third quarter, but since then, the defense, the last couple of drives have come up big, but look at this. This is a huge return for Golden Tate. He's going to put the LA Kiss at the 42. I think a lot of fans coming into this one, especially Kiss fans, were expecting, we titled the stream, can the Nightmare hang on? Can they overcome the dominant Kiss? Well, they're overcoming, and they got the lead. Clay Matthews, not enough speed for Jim Brown. Jim Brown gets met by Dick Butkus, though. Big hit to prevent the first down, but Matthews was there. And we can't overlook this New England Nightmare defense. We've talked about it before. I know when we played the game against Dublin, we talked about what a good defense they got, but pretty good. And you're seeing Swearinger come in again. You're also seeing Leighton Vander Esch.
On the ready. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
New England and Los Angeles. And once again, Jim Brown, but poor blocking on the offensive line. So we will see if LA can get one more play off here. Playoffs? Are you kidding me? And they're not going to do it. So we head into the fourth quarter, folks. It's a 3-point ball game, and it's been a good one. LA Kiss 14, New England Nightmare with the lead at 17. The LA Kiss are driving right around midfield. Just imagine that logo. It doesn't say Raiders, it says Kiss with the flames. And just imagine that logo instead of an eye patch, it's got the demon face paint on. Right? Would that be a cool logo? I'm sure there's one out there. There's got to be like a Raiders logo with Kiss face paint. That's what the idea for that logo would look like. All right, 3rd down and 5. I don't know if it's field goal range or not. Incomplete. Batted down by Eugene Robinson, so we'll see. How long of a kick is this going to be? Game is saying to punt. It'd be about I feel like it's worth trying, right? A 59-yarder? And we got Steven Gostowski? Well, I don't know. It's saying it's going to fall short, but I think it's worth trying. Let's see. 3-point game, why not? Oh, he got it. No problem. Are you kidding me? We're tied, folks. 17-17 from 59 yards. And these are legendary kickers. It's right through. Not a problem. We got a tie in the fourth quarter. Dante Hall. The joystick.
Come on now, let's go.
And we got an injury on the play right there. Fault coming up a little injured.
Ready, ready. 15, Lonnie. 15 now. Oh, you got deep? Hit it.
There's the give to Elliott.
That's it, baby. That's
Yeah,
it.
pretty big injury there.
Let's go now.
I'll keep him out for a time. All right, 2nd down and 6 here.
Big grip.
And incomplete. That one's dropped by Trey Burton. I went to high school with Trey Burton. A little fun fact for you. Little Trey Burton out there, good guy. He was the quarterback. Everyone wants to talk about Nick Foles, the Philly special. The guy that threw it to Nick Foles, Trey Burton. Great quarterback in high school. Bobby Lane, maybe Trey Burton needs to come in for a little bit. Incomplete. How about the Kiss defense? 3 and out to the New England Nightmare. And they're getting an opportunity to get the lead back.
All day, baby, all day.
So here comes Terry Bradshaw. Couple looks at his numbers on the day.
Here we go. Set.
He's going to line up in the gun.
50's the mic. Y'all not ready.
Incomplete. Boy, I cannot see. That was obviously a stupid pass. In my defense, if you rewind it, I can't see. Because when the players are blocking, because I'm playing both controllers, the box comes up and it has the button to shed the tackle. And I can't see that box right there. It says finesse. It's lit up and I cannot see. Boy, look at this. Bradshaw's going to go down the field. He's going to look for Hines Ward. And the second time it gets picked, but it's going to be out of bounds. But anyway, when that box comes up that says finesse or shed, I can't see the other player. So it looks like a stupid pass, but it's blocking. So they need to do something about that. There we go. First down, Terry Bradshaw's 13-23. So it's not been an easy day for Terry Bradshaw thus far. Just 13 passes completed. Not much happened for Jim Brown on that run.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Tie football game. And see, this is where I would love, we were talking about the basketball game. Is there a game where we can kind of modify the rules? This is where I would love to, because I hate, and obviously, NFL overtimes. And when we played with the old game on 2K8, we were playing where we were doing college rules for overtime. Obviously, with a game like this, I can't do college rules because we're playing within franchise mode, and they're going to throw the ball here. Look at that, and they're going to get the first down rather than run it with Jim Brown. I can't do the college overtime rules because the game wouldn't register a victory, you know what I mean? Because I'm playing within franchise mode, where before we were just playing an exhibition. I was writing down the scores. So you're kind of stuck with the NFL rules, even though I would ideally not like to use the NFL overtime rules. I love, not college overtime now, what a run by Jim Brown, but original college overtime rules, 2 overtimes. If it's tied, you go for 2 after that, and you just play till one team drops. I think the college overtime is absolutely perfect. It was, and then they ruined it. Now it's stupid. Now you get 10 overtime games. Ridiculous. But That's what the NFL should just do. I mean, it's simple. They did the shootout in the USFL, same concept. Just, you know, give it to us. All right, well, this has been quite the drive so far, by the way, for Bradshaw and company. Oh, my God, are you kidding me? Jim Brown, that one was nearly intercepted. Jim Brown, who was wide open. He dropped it. I don't know what happened there. He didn't get hit or anything. He just dropped it. He flat out dropped it. So it's 3rd and 6 for the Kiss. Obviously, they would like to keep this drive going, but we'll see. Bradshaw, feeling the pressure, gets rid of it to Hines Ward, and Ward drops it. So incomplete on that one, and it's going to be a long field goal here. But Gostowski hit from 59. This one's just 50. Should be a chip shot compared to the last one he hit, right? And it is good. Phil Simms, the great Phil Simms, was on to hold, and it's 20-17 LA Kiss. In what's been a really good, tight, competitive ball game here. We'll see how the Nightmare respond, running short on time.
Ready.
12 remaining. Lane's been good.
Hey, watch the slant. Ready.
Open is Brown. And it's a first down for Troy Brown. 270 yards passing for Bobby Lane in this football game.
Let's go now. 15.
And he's going to go empty set. I forget, we looked this up before. Who did Bobby Lane play for? I don't even remember. Across the middle, McDonald. I think that's the first catch of the day for Tommy McDonald.
Let's go.
I'll look this up real quick. I know we looked this up before. Bobby Lane. He played for the Bears, the Bulldogs, the Lions, and the Steelers. 3 NFL championships to his name. So I'm not even sure, boy, his back in the day, 196 touchdowns to 243 interceptions. NFL career stats. Looking at some of these stats. He averaged about 1,000, 2,000 yards a season. So it's definitely a different era for sure. Is he still alive? No, he passed in the 80s. Wow. At age 59. Very young. There's a curse of Bobby Lane. He's a bar hopper. Oh, Bobby Lane's a bar hopper. I think we read this before. Bobby Lane stated, if I'd known I was going to live this long, I'd have taken better care of myself. Amazing. He's got some great quotes. Bobby Lane's got some great quotes. Well, in our world, he ain't passed away yet. He's throwing the rock around for the New England Nightmare. Probably more than he's ever thrown in his life. In a game about to break 300 here. Boy, he had Leon Lett right in his face, and he got rid of it to Tony Gonzalez. 288 for Bobby Lane passing. The Kiss, you got to imagine they're at least in field goal range here. First down, Trey Burton.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
No takeaways for the LA Kiss. They were second in the league, apparently, for takeaways. And Lane just doing it right now, through the air. Open, and it is caught by James Lofton and the Kiss. So, Bobby Lane, well, the Kiss are on the ropes right now, but the New England Nightmare, they're not looking to tie this one up. They're looking to get the lead here. They are right there, folks. And, oh, there was a broken play. That was supposed to be a handoff to Ezekiel Elliott, and it didn't happen, so that's not when you want to start falling apart. Luke Kuechly coming in and getting the sack on Bobby Lane. Second down and 12 for the Nightmare. Or they do not. They say they could have let this tick down to the 2-minute warning. Bobby Lane is going to run it, and, well, and of course the curse of Madden, terrible controls, eats us up there because you saw that stutter step. I did not do that, and I keep telling you, believe me if you want, but I am not making these stutter steps happen. That was all on this stupid game, and hopefully, whenever we get Madden 23, these are gone. But this little stutter step right here, oh, there wasn't a stutter step. Well, that little move. I was holding, basically what I'm trying to say is I was holding forward to run, and he wasn't running. That's what he was doing. You can kind of see it a little bit. That right there. That little stutter. I was running forward, and he did that. And I never took my hand off of the scramble button or anything. That's just exactly what the game did. So that's quite annoying that that happened. But that's what we got to battle through here. Maybe it's a turf monster. I don't know. Third down here. Lane guns it in to Troy Brown. The Kiss are going to call a timeout. So the Nightmare can either try to play for the lead or play conservative and take the tie. They're going to take the tie here. No Riverboat Gambler today, and it is good. We have a tie game in the fourth, so we either are going to get some bonus football here on Thursday night between the New England Nightmare and the LA Kiss, or it's going to be Terry Bradshaw leading one of his infamous fourth quarter drives for a game winner. We know Gostowski's range. You get somewhere past that Kiss shield in center field, you might be good. We'll see what happens. We know that the LA Kiss also prone to 3 and out, so can't overlook that. Bradshaw's just going to step up, and again, we're trying to slide, and he dives forward. Time ticking down. No timeouts for the Nightmare. That's something they might want to consider here. Bradshaw's going to run it again. And Terry Bradshaw, ooh, takes a hit out of bounds. No flag. They don't call it. It was Eugene Robinson.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
1:14 to play. 2 timeouts for the LA Kiss. And they're going to dump it off to Brown. And Brown just goes out of bounds. They're trying to get Brown into the open ground there. And he ends up losing 2. But smart play by Brown to get out of bounds.
50, plant. Like 50. And watch that. And watch the ball. Ready.
Bradshaw goes to Allworth, and that might be field goal range for Gostowski. I don't know if the Nightmare are going to want to start calling some timeouts here. I don't know. Maybe you got to get a little further. Time is still ticking here. Bradshaw. And that is definitely going to be field goal range, and the Nightmare will take the first timeout. Boy, your heart breaks for the New England Nightmare, who are looking to win a third ball game, 3 in a row, against this really dominant LA Kiss team. We ended up getting a pretty good game. Oh, there's the blocking, and Jim Brown. Well, I think he tried to hold up, and he did. That was smart. Jim Brown held up, He could have scored, which would have given the Nightmare an opportunity. The Nightmare call a timeout. So if you're the LA Kiss, I mean, you can obviously take a knee. You play conservative here, let the time run out, and just kick that field goal and get out of here. They're going to hand it off, and there's the stop. And the Nightmare take their last time out. So the LA Kiss are going to take a quarterback kneel down here. They're going to be directly in the middle of the field and wind the clock down. And how about the wherewithal? As we said, Jim Brown, go back and watch it. He was fixing to score. And Jim Brown held back. He juked into a defender to go down. And instead, it's going to come down to this. Timeout called. Steven Gostowski, who kicked him back into this game. A chip shot down the middle. And the LA Kiss go to 6-2 on the year. The former Huntington Beach Killer Whales, the only team to win 2 Revolution Bowls, have their eyes set on a third. It's going to be called the Revolution Bowl once again. The Jim Mora Championship Trophy on the line, the Mora Trophy. And the LA Kiss survived the New England Nightmare. What a game we just saw here tonight, folks. That was a good one. Great battle. And a pumped up LA Kiss squad. Bobby Lane finishes 76%, 319 through the air. Terry Bradshaw, not as bad. We were saying he's kind of struggling for a while, but he finishes with 228. Zeke, 61 on the ground. James Lofton, 142, a quiet 142. He ended up having, I guess a lot of it was on that big play at the beginning of the third. So there you have it. That was the ball game. So the LA Kiss take the win in a tight contest. They knock off the New England Nightmare. So that's going to do it, folks. Coming up next, on the next time we stream with you guys with the RXFL. As you guys know, we got the Battle of London. We also got the Chicago Wolverines and the North Florida Cheetahs. So that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. The LA Kiss take it 23-20 in a tight contest. The New England Nightmare, an uphill battle in the American East. The Toronto Huskies and Dublin leading the way out east, along with New England and the New York Shamrocks. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.